Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today's the SNK game, Art of Fighting. So we only get to 2 guys at the moment for the story mode. Ryo, we'll just go with that. It is a very different fighting game. Like A and B, one was just taunting, which got my ass kicked because I'm so used to using that button. That attack that he does is just massive, man. Good lord, he's just whooping my ass. I mean, that attack is just like, there goes all your health. Apparently, I do have no skill whatsoever. Press Y, then R to deliver a hard kick. Interesting. Well, let's see if we can actually get one move off other than a jump kick. That fucking move, dude. We are not getting anything. He just completely devastating us. Yeah, it's just weird that those buttons don't do anything. That's such a bullshit move, dude. It does that twice. That very hard because he just gets it right as you're getting in there, and it's so hard to avoid that it just completely devastates you. The one thing about this game compared to like Street Fighter stuff is like the health bars look kind of the same, but they don't act the same. Like one hit and you're like, see, fucking attack is bullshit, dude. I was in the air. That shouldn't have hit me, but at least it didn't kill me. I don't like the buttons at all. Like A and B. B seems to taunt, but doesn't actually have a function. But I can't seem to get any attacks off. Like, it's just doing the basic. I know they're there, but I don't really get the... Let's end. Well, I wonder if there's like a training, because... Like, the whole changing direction in midair is kind of cool. There's that fucking move, dude. Every time. We are just getting completely destroyed. I'm not a fan of the game at all, really. Like, everything is very difficult to get off. I still haven't figured out a single move. I mean, obviously they're there. Oh, he cheesed me with that bullshit again. I hate that move. I do. I do. Alright, we're not gonna continue. Well, let's see if we can go to the menu screen. Control pad, over, down, over, X button for deep uppercut. See, I tried that a bunch. I wonder if there's a training. I would like to see if there's some kind of training real quick. Just to see if anything. Yeah, there. And that was a low difficulty. Alright, so what we got? X, Y, R, A, huh? Yeah, it's really weird. So you still only have, where there's a 6-button setup, but it's really awkward. It's like R and A. But like L doesn't really do anything, and A and B doesn't really. It's really awkward. Let's see. Let's try to do something. Let's do. Let's just do that as. So L and R are both the same button. So like hitting L does R, hitting R does R. So like that button is one in the same. So that's kind of weird that they do that. So instead of 6 buttons, it's 5, but you only use 4. So it's like, it's very interesting. Alright, well, we're going to get out of story mode and just play around with some of the characters for a minute. Doesn't he look like one of the blacksmiths from Demon Slayer? And the throw is misleading. It's not actually a... I am not able to get a single one of these moves off. I mean, the game's decent and all, but like, it's going to take a while. I don't want to sit there and cheese, but like... And of course, this guy's just going to throw the fireballs. So we're not going to get to... Well, hey, we did something. We suck at this game. I'm definitely trying to do all the combos and all the moves that I know that, like, we know out there, but nothing is actually transpiring. And with, like, only a punch and a kick, it shouldn't be that difficult. Alright, so this guy is just a boxer, so both of his... I mean, Wow, the computer cheeses. Honestly, it's a fighting game. I know there's more to it, but like with the 2 buttons for pretty much the entire game is a 2-button fighting game is kind of disappointing. They have 6 of them and they can't do more than thing. And the computer is definitely cheesy. Like, they don't mess around. This is definitely one of those games that you have to go on to, like, 2-player mode, and just have the guys sit there while you practice the moves. Because they're there, obviously, because everybody else is doing it. But every combination I'm doing, even the ones like it showed, not doing anything. So I don't know if there's a delay and stuff. I don't know what fully is going on. We'll do a little bit more. We'll see if we can get one. Like, I was getting that one uppercut on the one guy, so I can't say completely I haven't gotten any of them, but... So we got E Honda, we got Chun-Li. It's the exact same thing. It pulled me right into it. Like, that's some cheat. He's gonna do it again, right? Yeah. The computer is not against just cheesing the hell out of that one move when you're over in the side. But, like, they really... I don't know the thing, but I'm guessing that this came along after Street Fighter. Hey, we did it! It's so stupid that it actually pulls you into it. Oh, it's the cheesiest bullshit, too. Let's see if we can do that. I swear, like, the special moves, it just, the game is whoever gets it off. Like, everything else is pretty weak. You actually hit with the special move, and it's just like, there goes the health. Cannot get that off to save my life. At all. I thought I had that one down, but it's not working for me. Come on, Weenie Meister. I'll show you my stuff. That just sounds very wrong in all aspects. Alright, a little bit more. I mean, all in all, it's just a very generic version of Street Fighter. It's so much... There's so much less game. And it's like, how many guys are going to have the same movesets? Like, it's kind of the same thing. And the bullshit AI is just stupid. Like, half of the guys have either the Chun-Li or E Honda move, and they just get you in the corner and they just spam it. And it's not enjoyable at all. Like, the game is just really too basic. And then, like, I'm stunned. I couldn't even get up, and it's already going off. Yeah, it's absolutely stupid. Like, this is the cheesiest fucking fighting game. It's almost like you're playing with the one guy that just knows the one move and does that, but the AI does it. And they do it constantly. And you can't even get up. Like, you know how, like, in Street Fighter and stuff, and Mortal Kombat, when you get pinned, when you get down, you have that, like, invulnerability for, like, that second to where you can kind of get up and block or do stuff. This one doesn't really do it. They just start it off right as you're getting up, and you just get right back into it. And the whole thing is just really cheesy. Like I said, it's a 2-button fighting game. Even though we're on the Super Nintendo, we have 6 buttons to play with. You get to use 2. Technically 3 because of the throw, but it's whatever. Like, really, it's a 2-button fighting game with almost all the fighters having one of 2 different things. Well, 3 different moves. You got the Chun-Li kick, the E Honda punch, or you have the, you know, the fireball. I mean, there's a couple little things in between, but mostly, and the fact that all the different guys are doing the same thing is kind of ridiculous. You got 2 guys that we know of that does the E Honda punch, and then we know the Chun-Li kick has 2 people doing it, and there's only, what, 8 characters? So, like, 4 out of the 8 already are pretty much copycats of the same thing, just with a different skin, and it's just really basic and kind of boring. He's a little different that I've seen, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had the same move. And that his one move... Oh, another one! Like, all the guys are doing the same thing. I mean, that's really cheesy. So, like, everybody does the same moves, for the most part, it looks like. We have the punch, that 3 guys now that we've seen does it. The kick, the other guys are doing. They're all kind of throwing a fireball, which, I mean, granted... In Street Fighter, a lot of fireballs are thrown. So we give them credit on that. They were all a little different. One was a kick fireball, one was the punch fireball, one was kind of a uppercut fireball. But I mean, really kind of cheesy. AI sucks in not a good way. And just, the combat is really, really sad. Like, honestly, it's pretty disappointing. I'd much rather just go play some Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and Super Nintendo had Killer Instinct, and by far, much better game than this. This is not really a great fighting game at all. If you need a fix and this is all you got, well, okay, it's playable, don't get me wrong, but it's just really pathetic compared to all the ones out there. It really just does not compete at all. I mean, you can tell the complete, I mean, it's SNK. They did this a lot. With like your samurai showdowns and so, yeah, same thing. Where it's just a complete copy of all kinds of the Street Fighter moves, but in a more basic bitch 2-button fighting game instead. You know, you don't got the high, medium, and low kicks and punches and, you know, all the decent where it really flows in. This one doesn't flow. The button moves are really kind of hit or miss. Like, I did the same thing 4 times and was barely able to get the move off like twice usually. It was very unresponsive when it comes to the combos, but the computer can obviously get them off like crazy. Just a very disappointing fighting game. But most of the SNK ones, I'm sorry, were really kind of either reskins of their game over and over again with a slight change, or kind of pretty much complete rip-offs with very little substance. They did have a couple of decent ones. I'll give them that. SNK had a few decent hits, but most of them were all pretty not good. So with that being said, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Till next time, you have a good one.